All right, today we're going to be solving Leetcode 3174, clear digits. You were given a string S. Your task is to remove all digits by doing this operation repeatedly. Delete the first digit and the closest non-digit character to its left. Return the resulting string after. Here we're at the blackboard to better visualize the problem. Let's say we're given a string CB34. We want to go through and find the first character that's a digit, which would be a 3 here. And we want to remove the closest non-digit character to its left, which would be B. So we're going to remove both of those. The second iteration, we just have C4 left. And we see that 4 is the first digit. The closest non-digit character would be a C. So we remove both of those. And in the third iteration, we see that all the numbers have been removed from our string, and we just return the empty string. The most effective way to solve this would be to use a stack, which is a first in, last out data structure. It's basically an array, but how we look at elements makes it a stack. And you could think of it like a stack of pancakes. Every pancake you add on, the last one that you added is on the top, and when you want to take off a pancake, that's the first one out. So last in, first out. And let's show you how we'd use this to answer this problem. We're going to go through each element in our string, and we're going to add it if it's a letter. And when we come across a number, we're going to remove the last letter from our stack, which would be the top. So let's say we go through our first iteration, we're going to see a C. So we added C here. Next, we're going to add a B. B's been added. Next, we see a 3. We don't want to add that to our stack, but instead, we're going to pop off our stack the last element. So when we see a 3, we're just going to remove the B. So we've done C. Next, we see a 4. We don't want to add that to our stack because that's the number. So we're just going to remove the last letter. And we went through all the elements, and our stack is empty. So we should return an empty string because there's nothing in the stack. So here I'm going to show you how to solve this in code. So I've copied the question here, and here's how we'd start. First, I'd create a variable called stack, just an array. Next, we want to loop through every element in our string. So for let I equal 0, while I is less than s dot length I plus plus. Next, I'm going to create a variable called e that's just going to hold each element in our string. So let e equal s at the I position. And as you can see, this is what e equals through each iteration. And we want to push it to our stack. So stack.push e. Perfect. And let's see what we get here. So let's look at our stack. See, our stack has CB34. We don't want to add any numbers to our stack. So we're going to add a condition here that will fix that right up. So let's say if the element we're currently looking at is less than or equal to 9, which is every single digit number from 0 to 9. If it is less than 9, we want to pop off the last element in our stack, which would be a letter. So stack.pop. And instead of continuing and pushing that number onto our stack, we want to just continue and skip that iteration. And you see here, we have a stack that's empty, is exactly what we want. So we want to return our empty stack. But the question tells us to return a string. So we're going to turn our stack into a string using the join method, something like this. And let's check if we're correct. So I'm going to copy over my solution. We're going to head over to Leetcode and plug it right in. Let's see. Let's run that. And there we go. So pretty fast solution, and that's how you use a stack to solve Leetcode 3174.